Okay, I'm about to talk about the season final of Love Island season 8. So y'all only recorded important parts. First, I started off with Kaden and Zach is talking, and Zach said he would have been okay with that, and I don't know about that, cause when they was picked bottom 4, well, when they was at the bottom, they was crashing out. So now all of a sudden you saying you was okay if y'all would have went home. No, you would have not been. Then Carl said that he thinks him and Anaya have something good and America sees it. And I want to say that we do. Everybody saying goodnight to each well, all of them they start to say goodnight to each other before going to sleep. Then we see Anaya and Carl, they're jumping on the bed together, and I thought that was so cute. Okay, so I just fast forward to the date. The first date was Sincere and Mel. And I'm not gonna lie, they walking down in a boat having their name on it. I thought it was so cute. I actually liked the scenery of their date. But also, I do love when Sincere have his curls down. I like his curls. I like his hair down. But they started having a conversation. Well, first they have a bed where they play rock, paper, scissors. She won, so he had to give her a massage. Then they start talking about life outside of the villa. They have this place where they go, where they are making pieces together. He's asking her about DR and how it is out there, what she be doing when she go out there. She was just so happy, and I love seeing her smile. Now, I don't like Mel with Sincere because all he do is lie. I really can't blame him seeing the way that his mom act, but seeing her just smile, it was so cute. Then they had a talk over drinks. They was sitting on like I don't know what to call it, but they was sitting on the edge of something. They were just having talks over drinks. I was listening barely to they talk. I was just ready for the next date, even though the date was cute. I love Mel, but I was just over it. So Trinity and Kata is watching Bryce and Zach, and they're basically saying how they're gonna have double dates outside of the villa. We gonna see how that goes. The ones that's gonna be on the date is gonna be Bryce and Zach. Carl and Anaya sitting down talking about birthday parties, and Anaya always say how her birthday parties are big. Yes, Mama, we know you have money. But I think Carl said that he really don't plan his birthday like that or something. And him and Anaya said, well, he's going to have a big birthday party. Next date, we have Zach and Kato, which I thought was funny because their date was by a swamp. And somebody had asked Love Island. They was like, well, why was their date by a swamp? And Love Island said, please, not right now. But their date really was... I didn't pay attention to their date at all. I'm not going to lie. Mel ended up saying that was her favorite first date, and I don't care what nobody said. When it comes to Love Island, imagine that being your first date like that. I think that would be like anybody's first date, because first dates are usually not as extreme. So even though I don't like Mel and Sincere, that date was... It makes sense why it would be her favorite first date. So while she's sitting here saying this, she's having a talk with Anaya and Trinity, and they basically are saying how they're happy that it's 4 black girls in the finals, and I was happy about that too. Like, this is making history for Love Island, and I love that. Okay, so while Zach and Kater are on their dates, they show us a clip back to their date. He said Kater should come to him and by his family, basically, and so they could have a Sunday dinner and this and that and this. I don't believe him, nothing he be saying. He said one day he would say that he loved her and not as a joke. Anaya got a text. Carl was happy. He wound up picking her up. They smiling and happy. Anaya looks really pretty. Anaya and Carl takes pictures in a photo booth. And then they go on their date, and their date is giving Princess and the Frog, which I should have kind of knew their date was going to be Princess and the Frog, because when when the people that are watching Love Island say that they should give Princess and the Frog, the producers, well, the Love Island TikTok was like, hold on. So I was like, okay, they probably do the Princess and the Frog theme, but I didn't think it was gonna look like this, and it was beautiful. So they have like this book. Oh, and I also put that Anaya was glowing because she was glowing. But they had the book, and the book was so cute. Like, the book was beyond. I think if I was Anaya, I would have took the book home with me. I don't know if she got the book or Carl got the book, but the book was so cute. The book is basically telling Anaya's side of how life has been since she's been in the villa. And I love that they called her Princess Anaya, because in the real world out here, outside of Fiji, we call her Princess Anaya. I know every time I call her Anaya, I make sure I put Princess in front of it. Carl said that it would always been Anaya. I thought it was so cute. When they was in not having a day, he said it will always been you, Anaya. Like, he will always have picked her, which I think is cute. He said the blank pages in the book is for them. It means for their story to keep going, which I also like. I like their date. I feel like their date was the best date. Then we got Trinity gets a text, time for their date. Trinity, she looks amazing. She looked good. Carl and Anaya comes back, and Anaya says she wants Carl to have the world. Everyone loves the book. Bryce and Zach are on. Wait, I say Bryce and Zach are on their date. I don't know what I meant to put there, but Bryce. I think I meant to say Bryce and Trinity. That's how you know Bryce and Zach's supposed to be. Because of what? Okay, so anyways, Trinity want Bryce to come to LA. Bryce picks up Trinity and they kiss. Y'all, I was listening to their date, but I was tuned out when they was talking. They say they loved each other and people came dancing with the fire and they watched. Now that's when I started to pay attention, because I liked that part when they had all these people coming out dancing with the fire. I was like, oh, this is cute. I liked it there. Trinity was dancing while she was watching the people that was dancing with the fire. Fast forward, everybody's getting ready for the last night. Everybody looks like they are kissing. Oh, and also, Anaya was like, good night. She clapped her hands the lights went off. The girls get a text and they're leaving the villa. They're leaving the villa to go get pampered and do a spa and stuff. They talk, then cheer. First, well, when they was at the spa, I'm not gonna lie, I tuned out. I wasn't listening. This one, they was coming down the steps. First, it was Zach and Kata, and they were looking at the pictures and the memories. I'm not gonna lie, that was cute, and it was something different that Love Island did. Like, them walking down the steps and everybody looking at their pictures and stuff. I really liked it, that part. Then Mel and Sincere. And Mel, y'all, she looked beautiful in that black dress. I loved her dress. She looked amazing. And I can't wait to see her reunion outfit. Then we got Bryce and Trinity. Then Princess Anaya and Prince Carl. That's what I wrote. Bryce had gave a speech. Everyone's taking pictures. Everyone is dancing, looking like they're having a good time, just smiling, waiting for the vote. Well, so they sat down on the couch and now they're watching their memories of their time in the villa on a big screen. Everyone gets a call from someone in their family. They get a call, and they then get calls from celebrities like Lizzo, Demi Lovato, Sierra, Kalani, and other celebrities. I should have knew, like, Demi was talking about her watching the show last year. It didn't even cross my mind that she was watching the show this year. But as far as Sierra, I really want to know how she feel about Love Island, because I didn't know that she was watching it. But I also found out that Michelle Obama was watching Love Island, because she spoke about it in an interview twice. Trinity gives a speech and say they all won, and they all won. They all in the final four. The people that was, and I'm so proud of Anaya. Well, I'm gonna get to that. But yeah, I feel like they all winners, cause they have like the biggest fan base. Like it just, yeah. Ari asks what they will say to they won them. We gonna fast forward. Fourth place, Zach and Kata. I would say that he beat Charlie. And I feel like that was his game plan the whole time. Like, if he would have won Love Island, you know how that civil rivalry be? Charlie would have never heard the end of it. Like, I feel like that was his game plan from the beginning anyways, to be his brother. Because he was saying that since day one to now. But honestly, I think even though Charlie came on Love Island twice, I think maybe Charlie needs to come on as a main cast member. He's been standing on business, but I think he needs to come as a main cast member. He probably would have stayed longer. Once Ari said it was in fourth place, they have to go to this every year. They go and get their drinks. Third place is Mel and Sincere. They get some wine / champagne. The winners are Trinity and Bryce, and then they see the fireworks and all that. Now, Anaya and Carl was in second place, but y'all know how that second place be. Lil and Miguel got second place. Nick and Alandria got that second place. I'm not worried that they got second place. I feel like they will still thrive and do good outside the villa. And I'm just proud of Anaya because a lot of people have been jumping down her neck before she even got in the villa. People was talking about the way she looked. When the cast had dropped, they was talking about how her face looked. They was talking about her hair during the episode. They just kept coming for Anaya about everything. So I'm happy that even though all the hate, the unnecessary hate and racism and bullying that people have been doing towards her, I'm happy that she still sticked it out and became final too. They do this every year. They always pick someone to bully on, and that person always thrives and do good. They did it with Landry, and she's still winning. And so I'm just really proud of her. They jumped in the pool. I was thinking about Mel because I know that she couldn't swim. With Trinity and Bryce, I feel like they would have split the money, but it would have just been good to see them do that, like see them pick, and they didn't get to pick. So they're splitting the money. Also, Mel was not kissing Sincere in the pool. It was Anaya, which I thought was so funny. I think maybe Anaya probably went over there to save her. I don't really know, because the whole time they was jumping in, like I said, my mind went straight to Mel, like, please don't jump in. Y'all know she keeps saying she don't know how to swim. But that was the end of Love Island. Love Island 2026. Season 8 is finally over, but we know that this is where the real drama starts. Y'all know people about to start going on podcasts, being messy. That's why I think that the reunion is so pushed back. It's like at the end of August. I don't know when they're gonna record the actual reunion, but we gonna need 2 hours of that since y'all gave us 2 hours of this final, which we didn't need. But yeah, like I said, that's the end of Love Island.